Welcome to Tiki Central, Canada. Ever wonder what's in that cool, refreshing drink that you just have to have on that hot summer's day? Me too. Picture a man going on a journey beyond sight and sound. He has left society. He has entered Tiki Central with palm trees, beach sand, blue skies, and God, get me a drink now. Here are your hosts, Craig, Cam, and Paula, and their wacky views in drinks, life, and maybe information. Hey folks, and hey, welcome to Tiki Central Canada. I am your host, Craig. I'll be your bartender, mixologist, and information for the hour.
Hopefully information.
Oh, snap. There's Paula. How you doing, Paula, today?
Thank you. I just thought I'd interrupt you before you
introduced.
actually said Craig's name before mine, and I would be nervous. So
she just tried to cut in there so before Cam gets in there. That's what it is. Okay, I got it.
Got to take those moments when he's looking at the phone and stuff like that, and he's not noticing we're talking about
he's
him.
Googling. No,
exactly.
Hey, Cameron, how we doing over there?
I'm fine. Why do you ask?
Oh my God! Look at that good mood.
This is not interrogation. You're not under the IRS.
Yeah, that's what they always say.
Jeez.
Run away, Cam. Run away.
Run away. Run away.
Run, Cam. Run.
Well, you're going to have to unstrap me from this chair if you want that to happen.
Oh, well, that's under certain conditions you've made amongst yourself there. There you go.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
there you go. So, like everybody knows, actually, this is going to be our Christmas show for today. So, Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy Holidays. I'm sure everyone's having a great time.
I'm sure it's going to be jolly.
Jolly. With lots of
Ho,
drinks.
ho, ho.
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho.
How.
Is our drink today called the Noel?
Noel. Oh, Noel.
I'm sure you picked something super
I don't know.
Christmassy.
I feel like if it's Christmassy, it should be called the family argument.
It's true, because that's exactly what's going to happen
Or
anyway.
the big fat turkey.
Oh, big fat turkey.
Big fat turkey.
Well, that's more Thanksgiving, I think.
Yeah, we already did the Thanksgiving
Yeah,
thing
that's
already.
true.
So,
yeah, we do. I don't know. My family, we do a roast, like roast beef.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My family still does turkey.
Yeah, we still
Yeah?
do turkey too.
But Brazil doesn't have Thanksgiving, so
Turkey is the
we
next one on the
have the Thanksgiving
Right.
dinner
No,
on
exactly.
Christmas.
Yeah. So.
There we go.
Do you guys celebrate 24th at night or 25th during the day?
I do both.
It depends where in the country also. So like I think my understanding is that particularly if you're Catholic, you go to midnight mass on the 24th.
And eat.
Yeah, and you have a big meal.
That's what we do in Brazil.
Okay, yeah. And so when I was a kid, we would go to the children's mass. So it was basically midnight mass, but earlier. And then my brother and I were allowed to open one gift each on the 24th, the night of the 24th. And then on the 25th, we would do
Oh, they're the gifts. Yeah, exactly. Actually, and see, in our family, what it was is that because we were a divorcee family, we had two different Christmas parties to go to.
Me too.
Christmases. So, what it is, the 24th, we'd open presents at one parent's house.
Me too.
Have dinner there. And then
Dad's.
the next morning, you go to the other parent's house
Mom's.
and open more gifts and more.
When was the big meal? Like was it on the 24th? Or
Here's
was
the
it...
thing: when it's divorcee like
families,
his,
yeah.
I had both. I
Yeah,
had
you'd
the
have
big
two
meal
turkey
on the
dinners.
24th
Oh,
at
boy.
at night, and a whole other meal with the other family on the 25th lunch.
Jeepers creepers.
I know.
It's all
After
good
lunch
grub.
on the 25th, there's nothing else.
Okay.
So it's
okay.
So that's why
okay.
Boxing Day, nobody moves from the couch.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, no, because in my family, we would do, on the 24th, there wasn't, other than, going to children's mass or something and then opening one gift, there wasn't any, it wasn't
meals.
a big, you didn't go visit people and all that kind of thing.
A lot of times on Christmas Day, we'd open up gifts and have breakfast or lunch, like you said. But then in the afternoon, you would head off to another relative's place to open up some more gifts.
for me in
Yeah.
São Paulo, it was completely different because 24th at night, after the midnight parties and stuff, some of the best clubbing ever in the
Really?
year is Christmas night.
Christmas bash.
No, but
So-
that's really interesting
So
because
25 in the morning, I'm dead.
you're completely blotto.
because I
yeah.
got home at 7 a.m.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, because the club started at 2, 3 a.m., right? Because
Yeah.
we were at home until...
Yeah, and then you do your
Yeah.
midnight mass and all that, and then you
at
go and party.
2 a.m. we
Yeah.
would go to the party.
Shake the god out.
7 a.m. I would get home, sleep, and then my mom would wake me up for lunch
Right.
to go to my aunt's house.
Right.
I can say this very confidently there is no New Year's like Brazilian New Year's. It's like the event of the year. It just is
How
less
about
than Carnival.
Okay.
It's the second Carnival
biggest.
is the biggest.
Yeah.
New Year's is like, anyways, we have so many traditions, and then we have the fireworks, and every single beach in Brazil has their own fireworks. Copacabana is the most famous.
Her name was Lola.
Yeah.
She was a showgirl.
Even though we don't have any Lolas in Brazil, but okay.
It's okay. She was an immigrant.
No, yeah, I'm sure she was.
Her name was Lola. She was an immigrant. Yeah, it doesn't quite have the same ring
No,
to it.
no. Anyhow,
So what are we talking about today, Craig?
yeah.
Well, let's actually go through some other points actually about the show. So the first thing I want to talk about is that we have a newsletter out on our website. And yes, please just subscribe to it. We will not spam you. And what it is about once a month, you're going to get an email from us, notification with a link to the newsletter. And what that is to give you new information on recipes, new episodes coming out. Mark's Adventures is always on there, so any new bars that he's been to will be on there.
All the good
Paula's Picky Pear will be on there every single time. And usually there's a book review as well, so if you're looking for some research to do your own tiki drinks, then there you go. And some cool dates. There's always some really cool tiki kind of calendar dates that are on there.
And
Mm-hmm.
as you heard, nothing boring about Cam. So
Nothing
it's all
more
good.
about Cam.
No, it's good. I mean, I'd like to share my stamp collection with you guys, but apparently that's not on topic. But I would like to just reiterate what Craig said about not spamming you. We won't be spamming you. Well, and we're also not selling your email address to anybody, so it's kept in the vault. So
We're
to
the
speak.
good folks.
The vault. It's like is that like the vault, like Elaine the vault? You know, from Seinfeld? Don't worry, Jerry.
Is he
it's in the vault.
sponge-worthy? Yeah.
Where's that peach schnapps?
Oh yes. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot about that one. I thought you were talking about the sponges.
No, the vault.
Yeah. Is he sponge worthy?
And then Jerry grabs a peach schnapps, like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
going to get some information
That's
now.
right. I remember that. That was a good one. So, okay, once again, my friend,
Okay.
what are we talking about?
So today we're going to be talking about the Voodoo Grog. Huh.
And we were here thinking it was going to be super Christmassy.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, it's so tiki-like.
And the funny part is that it actually tastes Christmassy,
Absolutely, yeah.
but it's not at all with this Voodoo Grog name.
That's right. The name kind of doesn't exactly give it away for the drink. You have to
No.
actually drink the drink to understand the drink. Exactly.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of drink in one sentence.
Yeah, no, like
Drink the drink.
I found that it had sort of kind of a Christmas spiciness to it. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, like you know you get the gingerbread men.
It was a gingerbread house in a
Yeah,
cup.
exactly.
Yeah,
in a
liquid
cup.
Are
gingerbread
you
house, yeah.
sexting?
Sexty.
No, I was just telling my neighbor when I get home so
What
we
are
can
you
watch some
wearing?
Netflix.
Really? Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill.
And no sex?
I hope not, man. He's like a skinny dude with long hair and weird goatee.
No.
Oh my God.
Okay.
So we're doing the Voodoo Grog today. That's what we're doing today.
So why?
What? Camp? Why? So actually,
Why, sir? Why?
Why did you choose this damn drink?
Why did you choose this
Yeah.
drink? So actually, it's two reasons. So we talked about Don the Beachcomber. We talked about Trader Vic. These are two pioneers of tiki. Well, guess what? These two actually combined together to make this drink. And we also just recently talked about Day of the Dead in an episode, not just too recently. And so, because Voodoo, Day of the Dead, it kind of
Christmas.
leads off into
It all, you know.
And it's
Birth,
winter.
death,
And it's winter.
Combines.
frankincense and myrrh.
Well, also too, but it's winter, so we're kind of, like we're zombies in the middle of winter trying to get to spring.
That's true. Definitely in Ottawa.
Oh, yeah, that's something funny that I forgot to say. So it's summer for us in Christmas, right? It's weird for Christmas, right? But for New Year's, it's spectacular to be in the
Oh
summer.
my goodness, yeah.
Because
that's,
New Year's, I spent
party.
I spent a couple New Years in the Northern Hemisphere. It's the most boring thing ever. Like at 2
frozen
a.m., you
waste.
guys are like
Cold and
done.
miserable, yeah.
And you're all just in black with coats. Like, it's so weird. And I'm like, no. You have to be dressed in white.
Yeah, and
but
like,
who
like
has
bikinis and whatnot.
white
Yeah.
winter clothes? No one.
Yeah. Well, no, you don't want to get lost in the snow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Mistaken for a
Find
polar
you.
bear, and then bang, game over. you know?
yeah. Wow.
So, Craig,
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Trader Vic and Don the Beachcomber, weren't
Yes.
they kind of competitors?
Exactly, they were. So what it is that these two drinks are kind of combined together, like in some ways. So it's the Don the Beachcomber recipe of the Navy Grog and the Trader Vic recipe for Navy Grog was sort of combined together. Now, here's one of the cool facts was that Trader Vic would always try to find out Don the Beachcomber's recipes. He always tried to figure some way, somehow, to duplicate it. And
Right,
so,
like reverse engineer kind
Were
of.
they alive at the
engineering.
same time?
Yeah, exactly. They were. Yeah, they were exactly at the same time. Actually, what it is, I remember correctly reading the Don the Beachcomber autobiography, is that he sold because everyone's like, well, Trader Vic was your competitor, so isn't that a terrible thing? And he's like, no, I kind of envy him because he would actually buy all my products. So what it is that Don and Beachcomber had a company that would sell you tiki stuff like bamboo fencing and the totems and the mugs
hardware,
and all the hardware.
Yeah.
And so the only place you could buy the stuff was through his company. So if you duplicate them, it's like, well, thank you for buying all my stuff.
Yeah. Isn't that neat?
Interesting.
Okay, so they had I mean, clearly they had a partially collegial relationship if they worked together to develop a drink.
What?
Collegial.
Here we go.
Professional friendliness.
There we go. Yes.
Okay.
So they weren't friends, but they had
Colleagues.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Collegial?
Collegial.
Like college.
Yeah.
Joel.
Collegial.
Collegial. Yeah.
So what it was is that, so yeah, like I said, he's trying to duplicate his drinks, and one of the drinks he tried to duplicate was the zombie. And so this is kind of his aftermath process for that.
And I mean, the zombie is one hell of a kick in the pants.
Yes, you've had it before, yes.
Several times, but only several at once.
Yes, you can only have two
Only
at a time.
couple.
So
That's right.
wait. Navy grog is one drink. Zombie is a whole other drink.
Yes.
Zombie grog is a different drink, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in grog is basically a half and half rum and water.
That's right. Remember this from
Blend,
history.
yeah.
We talked about that, right? Yeah. Hey.
Oh.
Cam's learning. I like it.
I'm lost.
That's okay.
Okay.
You took a wrong turn at San Paulo and you ended up in Ottawa, you know?
My head's still there.
Yeah, oh, I believe it.
I lost my heart
in San
Francisco.
in Sao Paulito.
Oh, Paulito.
Oh, I was thinking
that's
San
cute.
Francisco, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to make it rhyme
Oh,
with San Francisco, San Paulito.
that works.
It works. There you go.
Where'd you find this recipe?
So what it is actually, it was originally made in 1950s, but you can also find it in Trader Vic's Bartending Guide, which was published in 1972, or Jeff the Beach Bomberry, his book called Potions of the Caribbean.
Oh, the Bombardi. He always has something.
Yeah, he's always got
potions.
something going on there. There you go.
So wait, so we tried this drink and it was
Yes.
quite frothy and spicy and thick. Is it an actual tiki drink?
Yes, because what it is that if you notice, like when we were drinking it, and Cam kind of made the comment, is that you kind of like, I'm not quite sure what I'm drinking, but I can almost put my finger on it, and there's lots of layers to it, right? And we'll see from the ingredients, there actually is a lot of layers to this drink.
Well, I think both Paula and I thought that there was some banana in it.
Yeah, and there's not. There's
That's
no
so weird.
banana.
Because like there was a very specific banana taste in there.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what it was. Do you think maybe your blender wasn't clean
No?
from a banana smoothie you did
Did you
previously?
hear that, Cam?
Yeah. I think she just
I am
accused you of being a filthy, filthy man.
I'd say when I'm bartending, I am super anal about all my gear.
Anal, huh?
Okay, whoa.
That's where
Not
bananas.
that kind of gear.
end up.
So anyway, guys, what's actually in the drink?
So what it is actually, let's go over the Trader Vic recipe, which used to be served in a Voodoo Tumbler. Now, a Voodoo Tumbler was a very special glass that is super rare. In other words, I don't have it in my collection. And there's a reason for it, because it's basically thousands of dollars to get one of these.
I'm gonna check on Amazon.
If you could find one.
So
Right.
what makes it distinctive? Like, why is it such an expensive item?
Because it's kind of like a lantern shape, and it's frosty. It's green and yellow. It's got a very unique pattern to it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's almost, I mean, like
like an antique.
like a practical art piece almost.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
So let's go over the recipe. So we're gonna do 1 ounce of Martinique Rhum. We're gonna do 1 ounce of golden Puerto Rican rum. So that can be Bacardi rum if you want to. Golden
This is it?
Bacardi. No, that's not it. Let's see. No, that's not it. That's a duplicate.
Rare severed head.
Yeah.
And Voodoo Tumbler. This one then?
No, that's not it either. I'll show you
So
a picture.
Paula, just
Okay.
just to remind you, our listeners
Yeah.
cannot see the photos here.
So it is, like I say, so let's go through. So 1 ounce of, golden Puerto Rican rum, a half ounce of passion fruit syrup. Now I want to say that's not passion fruit juice. That's passion fruit syrup, which you have to buy at a coffee shop, especially a coffee shop, wherever you get your orgeat or your cream of coconut. That's where you're going to get that. 3/4 of an ounce of pimento dram, like an allspice liqueur. Now, down in States, you guys can buy allspice pimento dram off the shelf. In Canada, we don't have it. So on this podcast, on this description, there will be a link to a YouTube video to how to make pimento dram, which I did have to make from scratch. Fun stuff. Yes.
So it's got the passion fruit syrup. Like that's essentially like a sugary syrup. Is that
Exactly, like a simple syrup, but with passion fruit mixed into it.
so? You're looking at a total of 2 ounces of alcohol,
Right.
Like of
Well, the
rum.
pimento jams is fermented in a high, like a 151 rum.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So it can be, a little bit of a kick to
okay.
it.
Okay.
Because it tasted real boozy.
It did. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it may have also been like, I mean, Craig was saying that there were layers.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And definitely with the straw at the bottom, it felt like, and the froth at the top.
Yeah.
It tasted boozier at the beginning than it did at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
Good
do
to
any
know.
pucker faces on this
No
one.
pucker faces, but she's just like,
It was just
in the middle.
strong
It's just in
and,
the middle, right?
and spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Christmassy.
Very.
Christmas.
It
yeah.
was
Very
thick. Yeah,
Christmassy.
it was. I think that is more of a winter drink
Yeah,
I'd
could
agree.
be.
because
I'd agree,
that
yeah.
will definitely warm you.
It'll get you nice and toasty warm.
Yep.
Yeah, belly.
Okay, so the next thing we got actually in there is 3/4 of an ounce of grapefruit juice. I do recommend white grapefruit juice, by the way, because it'll be a little sweeter than regular grapefruit juice. It'll be a little more tart. 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice, 1/4 ounce of honey, so real honey, no honey water mix there. A real egg white, yes, don't panic. Egg white, yes, and 8 ounces of crushed ice.
You do realize some
That
people will
is the
panic,
recipe.
right?
I know. So if you don't like egg whites, I'm just letting you know. But a lot of bars you go to, especially if you go to a very ritzy bar, if you might not know it, there actually is egg white in some of those drinks that you're drinking. So like if you do a whiskey sour or pisco sour and it's very frothy, that's egg white.
Well, and I mean, egg white's mostly protein, so you'll come out stronger than you went in.
Yeah, if you don't get
Exactly.
salmonella, sure.
Well,
No, I mean
salmon
pasteurized
gets them,
eggs.
salmon don't.
Oh Lord,
There you
have
go.
that was.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I apologize for
It comes
that.
with the baddest jokes, anyway.
Ugh.
Now I see that the Martinique rum is not spelled R-U-M. It's R-H-U-M. Rhum, if you will. One letter off from the French word for cold, for having a cold.
Has anyone ever seen?
Rhum, R-H-U-M-E means you have the sniffles.
You ever watched Pink Panther
Of course.
back then? He would go to the hotel and he'd go to the front desk, whatever, and he'd like, I would like a room.
Oh yes, yeah.
You mean a room, sir? Yes, a room. So yes, it's a room.
Hey, what's Pink Panther say when it steps on an ant?
What?
Dead ant. Dead ant. Dead ant. Dead ant. Dead ant.
Oh Lord.
'Tis the season. So what's the deal with that? The R-H-U-M versus R-U-M.
Right. So
You were a nerd in school, weren't you?
What do you mean was a nerd?
still is. Hello.
Oh my
I'm not in school anymore. So.
God.
So what it is that rum, R-H-U-M, isn't simply another way of spelling rum. It is a type of rum that can only be made in Martinique.
So it's the same as that booze we were talking about last week.
Which
that was
was-
specific to that place.
Oh, so you're talking about the two tequilas. So
Maybe.
the mezcal and
Yeah.
the tequila, right? So mezcal was only made from one plant, the
Is
blue
that what
agave.
I'm talking about?
Yes, the blue agave, and tequila is made from 28 different kinds of agave.
Oh, okay. So that's maybe
I think it's agave.
Yeah.
Agave. I'm sorry. Wow, two you guys. Okay, anyways, so anyway, what it is that on that note.
Oh,
so what it
that's
is-
been a while that we haven't heard on that note.
most rums are actually fermented from molasses. We've already mentioned that before lots of times in the show. Molasses is a byproduct that makes rum. Rum, R-H-U-M, is actually made from fresh pressed sugarcane juice. So what is cool about that, actually, we just talked about previously, like before the recordings, that it's pretty cool that Coca-Cola down in the Caribbean actually is made with sugarcane juice, not artificial sugar.
Right.
Or
Brazil also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we have more sugar cane than anyone in the world, I guess. So
Well,
I
there
can
you
see
go.
that
There you
happening.
go,
Can
yeah.
afford using your Coca-Cola.
We sure can. We can afford to use it everywhere.
Jeepers. Next time you go down there, bring me back some. Yeah, no, there's people who pay big money for Mexican Coca-Cola in the
That's
States and
funny,
in
those
Canada.
guys.
Yeah,
specifically.
especially because it's the glass ones, and it tastes so much better.
Right, yeah.
And there's such thing as Diet Coke. It's called Coke Light.
Yeah.
Yep. No, it's same in Europe, actually.
We used to have Diet Coke, but we don't have
I
Diet
think you mentioned
anymore.
because the reason why is because it's not really a diet.
No, it's
drink?
not a diet product. Why would we call it diet?
It's got aspartame in it, right? Yeah.
You're not going to go on a diet and drink that shit.
So as much as I like discussing the relative merits of different
Cokes.
Coca-Cola geographical products, I'm a bit curious about the name Martinique. Because isn't that, I think that's an island in the Caribbean, isn't it?
Yes, it's an island in the Caribbean. She is directly north of St. Lucia, northwest of Barbados, one of the 18 regions of France. Now, Martinique is also a part of the European Union, so its currency is the euro.
Oh no! So it's gonna be expensive to go there.
Expensive to go there.
That's a bank account busting.
That's right. We're not going there. It's not on my bucket list.
No,
that's
let's
for
avoid
sure.
Martinique.
Well, I mean, the products, things that come out of Martinique are amazing. Obviously, the rums are amazing, but I wouldn't want to go stay
Is
there.
it more expensive than the normal rum?
No, it was in the same ballpark. I paid, I think, $30 for it, so that's pretty good. I'm making
Okay,
good rum.
so we're talking about the Isle of Martinique. We're
Yes.
talking euros.
Yes.
Are we talking any other versions of this drink?
So, yeah, let's go through the Jeff the Beach Bum Berries recipe.
Oh, that rascal.
That guy.
Always.
So, what it is that, and what the only difference in the entire recipe, so I'm not going to go through the entire recipe. The only difference in the recipe is instead of being a half ounce of pimento dram, which is, like I said, that one you have to in Canada kind of make up yourself.
Well, and that's the one that really spiced things up.
oh yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So what it is actually, he actually adds 3/4 of an ounce of pimento dram, so it's even more spicy. Now, me and you talked about before, way back, if you go back in episodes, to the test pilot cocktail with Pernod. And the recipe was 6 drops of Pernod, and we found it super anise, like
Oh
super
God, it was
licoricey.
super licoricey. Yeah.
So we learned from that when you
It's
make
like you might
that
as well
drink,
just melt down some licorice and chug it.
exactly. Yeah. So we learned from that drink. Don't follow the recipe to the T. Kind of just play with it, maybe 1 drop of Pernod, and then work your way up. And the same thing with this pimento dram. I think that when you're making this, you can kind of just test the waters and see what you like.
Yeah.
It's the same with me with the Blue Hawaiian. I discovered that I prefer 1 ounce of
The rum instead of an
rum
ounce and a half.
instead of an ounce and a half.
Exactly.
Right.
It's too
or else
boozy
it's
for
too
you.
boozy for
Little
me.
boozy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You like it non-boozy.
I do. I like it just tasting like dessert.
Yeah.
I still get the buzz though.
What's
Well, and
Even with
that's,
the 1 ounce instead of 1.5.
that's the important thing.
That's what I wish I didn't get.
That's what
I
Justin
know, I'm
loves. Justin's
teasing,
like,
yeah.
great, woohoo.
Yeah, he gets
so-
lucky every time I come here.
So is it shaken or stirred?
Very good. It's actually going to be blended. We're going to blend this drink.
Really?
So we're going to blend this drink for 20 seconds and then pour it into a mug, like the tumbler, if you have that. And I'm really jealous if you do.
Well, I discovered that you can buy fake ones online,
But you
so
can find
that
fake.
works.
But I'm the real deal. I'm either going to have the real guy or I'm not going to have the real guy.
It's like me with purses.
Yeah. Like, what's if it's not a
I
coach,
learned something new about you today.
if it's not a coach, then it's not real.
Wait,
Purse
Coach?
purist.
Oh, okay. What purses do we have?
I don't know. I was thinking more like Gucci, Chanel,
Exactly. If it's not a Gucci, then hey,
Exactly. Like, why would I have the fake one?
because all the other
Gucci.
girls, are going, oh, that's a fake.
No. Like, anyhow.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah. So you can either put it in that kind of mug or a double old-fashioned glass.
That's what we used?
No, we actually used a hurricane glass because I made it so much frothy. It was so thick that we actually had to put it into a hurricane glass.
Huh.
It was pretty thick. Like, and the flavor was good. It was interesting, but it wasn't. I wasn't like wabam. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
The flavor was very cinnamony, very nutmeggy, very other nuts. And I don't know, like
Spices.
that banana in the bottom of it that
Yeah.
I know is misplaced, but
That's what you get a little bit of tiki drinks. It's like, oh, what am I
and
drinking?
it's very brown and thick and
So what you're saying is it tasted like nuts and a banana in the bottom.
But
Sorry.
is so-
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. that
it's
was
there.
good though. Come
It's there.
on.
were you like seriously? Did kids hit you in school?
Oh boy, did they ever.
Because like you can't possibly have been popular.
No, I wasn't.
You
Not
were
at
probably
all.
like the popular aim to throw stuff at.
Oh yeah, but I was fast.
Really?
Oh yeah. No, I could.
You weren't chubby?
No. I was
Really?
tiny.
You
I
look
was
like
tiny.
an
I was
ex-chubby
skinny.
kid for some
No,
reason.
no. It's just I'm getting chubbier now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. No, I was.
it's all the beer.
I was really small and skinny.
Anorexic type kid.
Not anorexic, but
Fit.
easy to bully.
Oh, I can
There
see
you go.
that. But
Yeah.
even if you were big and strong, with that sense of humor, you were still easy to bully.
That's probably true.
I know. Okay.
What a
carry
wordy
on.
guy.
Let's carry on. Nowadays, you're happy. I'm glad.
I'm very happy.
Okay, so we will pretend we like your jokes.
Aw.
We won't bully you.
Oh.
Maybe we will, but let's pretend we're not.
Cam, when you're not here, she does say things.
Oh, I know.
He hears the show.
He listens to the station. I know. He listens to the radio.
Oh, I wish we were a station. That would be nice.
I know, eh?
be
Station.
cool, yeah.
Please stay tuned.
Yeah, Tiki Pirates.
Wow.
We don't have our own show.
Yeah, that's true.
Aye, pirates talk today.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about the ship.
Politics.
That's it.
What be happening with Andrew Shear?
I would talk about the weather.
That's it. In Brazil, it's still the same temperature.
Yes, as all the other days of the year. God damn it. Meanwhile, in Canada, it's been like 4 seasons of the year in one day already.
That's true. Yeah, it's true.
Okay, where were we?
Garnish.
Shaken and stirred? No, garnish.
no,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
you didn't garnish ours today.
No.
So tell us, what would have been?
So the garnish would have been a fresh grate of nutmeg on top,
Oh, I can see that happening.
cherry, a dry pineapple wheel, and a mint. Now, the dry pineapple wheel, you can actually buy that at any kind of health food store or organic store. Some places sells a lot of spices.
Like a bulk barn type thing.
Bulk barn for Canada. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so that is the garnish.
Crazy Larry's Nutmeg Emporium.
What?
What, you haven't been to Crazy Larry's?
I have not.
Oh,
Prices
jeez.
are crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe that exists.
Rock bottom prices.
Crazy Larry Nutmeg Emporium?
No, I
Totally invented that.
I made that up. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was a good one, though.
Thank you.
That one was not bully appropriate.
Okay.
Good job. Crazy Larry.
You see, I learned.
You did a good joke. All right.
Yeah, like Crazy Larry's Nutmeg Emporium. That was fast and long. Like, it's inventive. I like it.
Got some skills.
Okay.
Got some skills. Just to move on a little
Yes.
bit. It's called Voodoo Grog.
Yep.
Not super Christmassy, but I mean, as we've discussed, it tastes
can
fairly
be super
Christmassy. But voodoo is sort of an interesting subject, I think.
Of course. Totally is. Everyone has those cool things about voodoo, right?
Yeah. So fill us in.
Okay, so the word voodoo actually derives from the word voodoo.
Voodoo.
V-O-D-U.
Voodoo.
Voodoo. Voodoo. It sounds like, like someone who's got a really bad
Voodoo.
slang, like voodoo.
Or like a really crappy car.
Exactly. I got a voodoo.
In what language is that?
And actually, it's in the Dahomey language, which means spirit or God.
Dahomey.
Dahomey.
And Dahomey is what? African?
The kingdom of Dahomey was an African kingdom that existed from 1600 to 1894, which actually is now known as Benin, Africa. Yeah.
Interesting.
So it changed
So
names.
voodoo originated in Dahomey,
Dahomey.
which now, well, it's still
So
Africa.
Benin, still, yeah, it's in Africa still.
So how the hell did it become tiki?
So what it is that voodoo actually originated in the West Indies country, so the whole tropical country of Haiti, during the French colonial period, and is actually still widely practiced in Haiti today. So if you go on YouTube, when I actually did my research, and you put in voodoo Haiti, you can see some really cool ritual voodoo celebrations and rituals that they still do today.
I love that you think it's cool that they actually think that they're killing people while doing it.
No, like there's one example like where a lady's dancing and you can see she's almost like it's like some sort of evil spirit is coming out of her. Like, she's kind of shaking a lot and moving a lot.
sure,
And it's almost
yeah.
like she's thinking like, oh, if I do this random dance, that all of a sudden a bad spirit will leave my body.
Well,
But
there's
you know why?
There's also like Christian sects that have speaking in tongues and this type of
Yeah,
thing. So.
but here's the thing. It's not that it's just leaving her body because it had to come in. It's not that she has it there forever. We have that in Brazil too. It's not called voodoo.
Yeah.
But it's a religion too that you receive spirits.
Right.
And then you dance it home until it
yeah, like
gets
you're
out
it's
of
sort
your
of
body.
riding you,
Yeah.
right?
And then you change the way you talk, you change your accent, you change everything. Like it's like you
very
become a
cool.
whole other person.
So, okay, but voodoo did not, like voodoo as it is or has been,
Right.
did not originate in West Africa. It sort of took,
From Haiti.
it borrowed from aspects of stuff, or
Right. So let's
I
write
guess
this
only
down.
the language was, borrowed from Africa.
Exactly.
Sure.
Because it
Right.
came with the slaves.
right,
Yeah, exactly.
right,
So basically, Cam, I'll explain to you.
sure,
So the Haitian slaves would come from Africa, and then, they were captured, from a bunch of places.
yeah, and they were
in
shipped to
West Africa and
Right.
shipped to Haiti.
Right.
So they became Haitian slaves, I guess.
Sure.
And then these tribes shared several common core beliefs, and they would worship the spirits of family ancestors. They would use the singing, the drumming, and the dancing in a bunch of religious rituals.
Sure.
I couldn't put it in any better way than that. So once actually living in Haiti, the slaves created a new religion based on their shared beliefs, and at the same time absorbed each tribe's strongest traditions and gods.
Sure. So it's sort of almost like a
The best
cocktail
of the best.
a cocktail of religions.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
it's
the
like-
white
Or religious beliefs.
Let's make a cult out
Exactly.
of a cult.
out of a cult. So the white plantation owners, of course, forbid the slaves to practice these religions and threaten them with torture and death.
Of
That
course.
sounds like white plantation
Yeah.
owners.
There we go.
Real
Wouldn't you
class
be
acts.
scared though if you saw it
Well, yeah,
happen
you
once?
also would see some
Well,
guy sacrificing
particularly
your
if
animal
I knew
on a
that,
on.
you know, they were my slaves, and they probably didn't like being slaves, so I'd probably want to control them. 'cause
And you
it was a
probably knew that
evil
they
white
didn't like
plantation.
you.
I would
and
assume not.
If they had a way to kill you, they would.
Probably.
So yeah.
So maybe I shouldn't have had slaves in the first place.
Oh Lord, yeah.
But,
right.
That solves the problem.
But what happened after all this?
So the beginning of the Haiti Revolution in 1791, we actually started on August 22nd, 1791, and went all the way through to 1804. So that what ended up happening with that is that two things came from that. Haiti became independent and also stopped slavery. So they actually did two things accomplishing this revolution.
in Haiti.
In Haiti.
It was a quick revolution too.
well,
1791?
1804, that's
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, no, and
Not
revolutions
13
often
years.
take a
13
long,
years.
long
It's very,
time.
very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what ended up happening is that the voodoo customs then became part of the North American culture that we know today, and actually we have also seen it in influencing our movies and stories and books.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there are plenty of examples like from nowadays.
Exactly, yeah. So let me give you an example from the early days.
Okay.
So Orson Welles, we all know who he is.
yes.
Actually made a production of Macbeth called Voodoo Macbeth.
Oh, that's weird.
And actually it was in Haiti style with voodoo as the base of it.
Okay, so like
That's
instead of like
interesting.
instead of the double toil and trouble witches,
Yeah.
like European style witches, they had like sort of voodoo priestesses or something
Exactly.
like
I
that.
will actually look that up. I want to see what that looks like.
Yeah, I think it'd be
and actually what it
interesting.
is that a lot of the characters were played by, like, for example, like white characters were played by black people, and black people were played by white characters. It was a kind of a mix of both races.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And so what ended up happening was that most of the reviews were actually pretty good about the show, but one reviewer, Percy Hammond of the Herald Tribune, actually was very negative about the entire cast and stated that black actors shouldn't be portraying anyone besides black characters in a theater. And so in response to this, one of the African drummers in the production created a voodoo doll of Hammond, stuck some pins in it, and encouraged Wells to take responsibility for any torments that Hammond would suffer as a result. Kind of like, hey, I'm going to torture him.
And
Guess
that's
what?
where I was going with the plantation owner. If you're the plantation owner and you see a little doll made of you and they start pinning in there, you're like, okay, I'm gonna die.
Oh well.
Now, something about, like, if I remember correctly, watching enough voodoo movies.
You're bad.
Enough voodoo movies, the voodoo doll only is active once you grab something from that person. Like,
Yeah,
you
you
have
need,
their
like, a piece of
hair,
hair
or a
or
piece of
something
cloth
like
or
that,
something
yeah.
that they possess. Right?
Yes, but the plantation owner's right there.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying is that, just so people can clarify, like, when you do a voodoo doll, usually it has to be something on that doll that actually is, like, part
Belongs
of
to the
you.
person. I agree,
Yeah, it's like
yes,
part of the
yes.
flesh.
That's
Ooh, okay. Well, I didn't want to go that far, but okay. So what ended up happening is that, of course, Wells kind of was laughed off the whole process until he actually found out that Hammond died shortly afterwards for no cause whatsoever. And here's the weird thing about the whole scenario, that Hammond's obituary was printed above the play's advertisement in the local paper.
wow.
Now that's marketing.
Now, there you go. This guy dies from the play, and hey, come and see the show.
Jeez. Do you have any more recent examples there,
Yeah,
Craig?
so of course, you know me, James Bond.
Oh,
Bum,
Lord.
bum, bum, bum.
Thank God we
So-
said recent. Is it Craig? What's his name? Daniel Craig?
No. So what it is Living and Let Die, which is a Roger Moore movie. And
Oh.
God.
Yes.
Roger Moore's like 9 million years old now.
I know.
That's not
yeah.
recent, Craig.
No, well, he's
You just want to say it because it's James
hello,
Bond.
Yeah.
compared to the movie, I mean, the
Orson
production.
Welles. That's
Oh,
a good
yeah,
point.
sure, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Orson
fine.
Welles is back.
Like in the 30s.
Yeah. So anyway, in Live and Let Die, the movie of James Bond, and yes, I said this is Roger Moore's first movie as being James Bond.
Right.
Was actually based out of New Orleans in Africa. And so what it is that the voodoo culture is throughout the entire movie using tarot cards, voodoo gods. There's even dolls, like, we talked about the voodoo dolls, spirits from the dead. And in New Orleans, they even do a parade of the dead at the very beginning of the movie.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's a
so
lot.
another James Bond movie to throw into the mix.
of course.
Maybe I'll finally see it.
Did you know?
I did not.
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
Oh, well, let's find out.
Yes.
So let's do some more information about Martinique Island, the overseas region of France, and its culture that actually reflects the blend of French and Caribbean influences. So Martinique actually was charted by Columbus in 1493, so Mr. Christopher Columbus, sailing the world, trying to make sure it's not flat, it actually is round.
That
Or as
dude.
Paula would say, Mr. Christopher.
Yeah.
Christopher! That's right, Mr. Christopher.
Aw, but they won't understand the joke, Cam.
So what ended up happening was that...
It was a good one, though.
Yeah, I thought so.
There we go. Bum. But the Spain had little interest in the territory, so it's kind of a stop and go process. Like,
Oh, really?
It's
Okay.
not for me. I think I got to move on. So what it was is that they spent 3 days there refilling their water casks and bathed. They actually bathed there and then washed their laundry.
Dear God.
It's like going back
I-
to visit your mom. Hey, Mom, how's it going? Christmas time? By the way, I bought like a couple bags of laundry with me.
Oh, yeah, I'm planning on
while
flying
I'm
a couple of
here.
suitcases of dirty laundry over
In Vancouver. though.
in Vancouver.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty normal.
Yeah, yeah.
I can
Sir,
see
what do
that.
you have to claim in these bags? Dirty laundry. Never mind. Moving along.
Yeah. We don't need to open your bags.
I'm one of those, sir.
Yeah.
I'm one of those.
right.
Mom
I'm
never
a-
taught me to do my laundry my own.
That's
Well,
not it.
some
No.
of us save up our laundry for a year and then take them to our mom's
There we
place.
go.
What's the big
Oh
deal?
my God! Really? You have the money to buy 1 year worth of laundry?
He's got 365 pairs of
Of
underwear.
change of clothes?
I got 2 words for you. Value village.
Ew. And you're scared of bed bugs.
No, like, this,
No, not at all.
See, here's the funny thing.
So wait, you won't use the laundromat because you're scared of bed bugs, but you'll buy from Value Village?
Well, yeah. I mean, I drowned them in vinegar afterward.
So the Dutch Jews actually expelled from the Portuguese Brazil,
Yes!
There we go.
people!
introduced sugarcane to the island in 1654. So anyway, so a large number of slaves actually were imported from Africa to work these plantations.
Right.
And what ended up happening, so what's really cool about this, another fact I found while I was actually doing some research is that the largest town in Martinique is called Fort de France. It features steep hills, narrow streets, and a garden that boards shops and some cafes.
Cool.
But in this garden, okay, there's a statue of an island native, Josephine de Beauharnais, who actually is the first wife of Napoleon.
Oh,
So she
Interesting.
stated her claim on the island.
yeah.
So anyway, there's some cool facts about Martinique and also, too, about the Voodoo Grog. I know it's not exactly, like you said, a Christmas drink, but, well,
Do a
is
good
tiki.
job of
It is
zombifying you, though. Leave that out for Santa and wake up and have your brains
Oh, my
eaten by a
God.
man in a big red coat.
Although with that taste, it is pretty Christmas.
Yeah,
I'm sure
it's-
Santa would like it.
It's a non-Christmas drink with Christmas tendencies.
It
That's
is.
right,
It
for
is
sure.
true. So I think that you picked by mistake, a good one.
That's so funny how I did that by mistake.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It is.
It's a Christmas
It
miracle.
is. It's such a tiki
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So on that note, let's tell everybody who we are. We are www.tikicentralcanada.ca.
Or .com.
All one word.
There we go. I like that slogan now. And so on the main page, you'll also see with this information about this episode, the recipe from this episode, information about us. Paula's got a section in there for picky pears. Mark's
Yay.
got a section in for Mark Adventures. And yes, me and Cam, of course, is there. Yes, we are. Yep. And also, too, we do have an episode page with all the episodes. So if you want to go back to our library, check some stuff out. That's really cool. Recipe page for all the recipes we've done throughout the year, 2 years now. This is 2 years.
Yeah, wow.
Wow, 2 years we've been doing. It seems like
My goodness.
It's like it feels like a prison sentence in some
Feels
ways.
like
you know
a
what I mean?
lifetime,
It feels like a
yeah.
lifetime we've been here.
Only 2 years,
Only
eh?
2 years. I've aged so much in these 2 years.
Yeah.
I got more gray
I'd
hair.
say I'd say you'd lost hair, but you know.
Oh man, that's a bad joke. I've seen that the more Muskoka that you're drinking.
He was always this hairless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
no, I've certainly
You've taken stock.
well, and I've gotten a
should
bit
take stock in
stockier as
Muskoka.
well.
I'd say you should
I
take
don't
some
I don't
stock
have
in
so much
Muskoka.
a 6-pack as a keg at this point.
And hey, we've had a full year of Paula on the show, so this has been pretty
Already?
cool. Well, it's almost a year. Be pretty close to a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
I still didn't shoot myself with the two of you.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, 'cause
Well, I
you
mean,
know,
firearms are difficult to get a hold of in Canada,
That's
so
true.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, it could
Right.
take a little bit of work. So, anyways, yeah. So, also we have a subscribe page. So, please do subscribe
That's
for
why.
us. Yeah, exactly. Why we don't have guns and ammo. Anyways, on that note, yes, we got to go make some drinks, and we want to wish everyone, by the way, happy holidays.
Yes.
Merry
Absolutely.
Christmas.
Merry, Merry Tiki Christmas.
There we go. So nice.
have a tiki.
yeah.
Ah, crap.
That,
He's out of Muskoka.
what? Want to try again, Cam?
Have a tiki. Frig.
Oh, damn, it's gone.
Craig, your turn.
All right. Have a tiki Christmas, everyone.
God bless us one and all.
God bless us all.
Aww.
And if you don't believe in God, that's okay too.
Merry
We got nothing for
Christmas.
you. We got nothing for you.
If you don't believe in God, we still hope that you get an amazing Christmas gift.
That's
there we
right.
go. And enjoy the holidays, folks. So talk to you next time. Later.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
We open the scene on December 23rd at the Tiki Central office with Cam and Craig working hard on the next podcast.
Cam, we need to get this episode out before the new year.
But Craig, I have my family over tonight to celebrate Christmas. You know, nice dinner, drinks with the family, bring some season cheer.
Look, we have no time for that, Cam. We gotta get the show out on time.
Fine.
That night, while Craig is sleeping in his bedroom, a large spirit appears.
What is this? Who are you? How did you get in my house? I'm calling the police.
Craig, it's me, Trader Vic. I've come to you to give you a warning.
Trader Vic, you must mean to tell me that I'm doing an amazing show and you are so proud of me to continue on with your work.
I am here to tell you to slow down and enjoy life and not be in such a rush to do the show. It's Tiki to escape. There will be 3 ghosts tonight to show you the path that you are headed down and its destruction.
Ugh, it must have been a dream.
Craig catches his breath and goes back to sleep.
Craig, wake up.
Paula, what are you doing in my bedroom?
I'm the ghost of Christmas past, and I'm here to show you your past and how you started to become the bartender that you are today.
To scene and Craig's first bartending job.
Craig, oh my god, you broke another bottle? And what is this that you made me?
Mai Tai, sir.
Oh my god, that's terrible. Worst drink ever. You will never, ever be a bartender.
See, you started off terrible, but worked hard to be better.
Well, I don't see the problem there.
But it's the sacrifices that you made along the way where you went wrong.
And now Craig is at the Earl. Present time. Craig is met by Norma, ghost present.
Norma, why are you at my work?
I'm Christmas present, and I'm here to show you the present time. You see, Cam is there at the bar having a drink with his friends.
Cam is sitting at the bar with a few regulars.
Another beer, please. Time to drink away the misery of the life that I have.
Why? What's wrong?
Oh, my family came to Ottawa to celebrate Christmas with me.
That sounds great. What's the problem?
Craig has me working on the podcast show till tomorrow, and I wanted to celebrate Christmas with my family.
Tell Craig that, and all will be good. I'm sure he will understand.
Oh, you don't know Craig. He's so dedicated to working on this show, he never stops. He always wants to work, so I feel bad if I tell him I can't. I guess I'll just miss Christmas dinner to help him.
Why didn't he tell me about not working on the show? I would have understood.
Maybe he knew the show was your most important thing and not his friendship, and so he will miss Christmas dinner with his family. I must tell you, Cam goes into rehab and never sees his family again.
To a white, cold marble bar with guests sitting and Cam sitting on a bar stool. Doug appears by Craig's side.
Where are we now? You're Christmas future, aren't you? I mean, since you're wearing those weird silver clothes. Or are you drunk again?
Yes, Craig. I am Christmas future, and I want to show you what happens to you and Cam after you work too hard on the show. Craig notices that there's a futuristic robot behind the bar serving drinks.
Cam, would you care for another gin and tonic today?
Oh, sure. Nothing like a drink to forget how things will turn out for me. I would have asked for a Mai Tai, but Craig's not here.
Dan walks in and sits beside Cam.
Oh, hey, Cam. What's wrong? And yes, I'll take a 0-calorie cold Bud Zero, please. Blech.
Yes, sir.
I had to go to Craig's funeral today.
Oh, God! What happened to Craig?
Well, he worked himself so many hours, and he had sleeping issues from all the work that, well, the doctor said that he had a brain aneurysm and a stroke. He was only 55 years old.
Ooh, that's terrible.
I was working so hard on the podcast, I forgot to do an assignment for work, and I lost my job. I had to sell my cat to pay the rent.
Ooh, wow, that's rough.
Drink up. Stuff happens.
What? How does this happen? What can I do to change all this? I mean, I know I need to focus on other things. Tell me, Doug. Tell me.
Only you, Craig, can change all this.
Oh my God. What day is it? Google, what day is it?
It's December 24th, 9 a.m.
Awesome! I'm gonna call Cam. I'm so excited.
Craig. Yeah, no, I'll be there soon. I know you want to get this stuff done today.
Cam, listen. You don't need to worry about it. Take the rest of the year off, my friend.
Craig, are you drunk again?
No, I'm actually feeling really great. And you know what? The show can wait, my friend, okay? So enjoy this time with the family, and hey, I'm sending over a bottle of Muskoka gin for you, plus a 25-pound turkey for you and your family.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Craig, and hey, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you, Cam, and to all the people out there in Tiki Central.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Well, I don't know about you, but I got informed. Guys, hey, guys, where's my drink?